According to the old generation, Empress Dowager Cixi was originally descendants of Yaknara. His hometown is in the land of Yihe. This is also the reason why the world often calls her Yanara. Cixi is insidious and cunning. She was greedy. She was suspicious, worried about the instability of their power. No room for the slightest threat. There was a cold winter when all over the world paid tribute to the court. Gashanda has already collected all the local specialties: ginseng, deer horn, sable, silver fox, and hazelnut, hawthorn, white mushroom, and pine seeds for sacrifice, New Year's flag incense, filled with 40 for 16 vehicles. Wheel cart. Yihe place is not big, but the tribute is so rich. Just because this is the hometown of Cixi's ancestors, every year, the best local specialties are sent to the palace for her to try. This year's tribute transportation to Beijing is different from previous years. Gashanda specially sent herself 20-year-old son. Latai personally oversees the transportation. One is to show attention, and the other is to let my son meet Cixi and greet him. Hoping to get a part-time job. Old Gashanda has long heard that in the capital, no matter whether it is a Maharaja or a belle, if you want to enter the palace to meet Cixi, all need to pay palace fee. He deliberately stocked up on silver taels to bribe government officials and palace eunuchs. He also made up an auspicious statement as a gift for Cixi. After Hilatide arrived in the capital, first bribed the Ministry of Internal Affairs and paid tribute. He also gave a generous gift to the chief eunuch Li Lining. Li Lining received silver taels. Then pay attention to Cixi's movements every day and wait for an opportunity to introduce. One day, Cixi finished dressing and used breakfast and was bored. Li Lining saw that the time was ripe and hurriedly knelt down to report, after amusing Cixi with some clever words. I just talked about the Yehelei. He also specifically mentioned that he brought auspicious news. Cixi heard the word auspicious. I just moved my heart, and I passed on my joy to Latai to enter the palace. Kneel down and say hello. Then he babbled and praised Yihe. The weather is good, the people are happy. Under the reminder of Li Lining, just talking about what Amma taught him before leaving. Auspicious words, Lafayette. Yihe's omen of two dragons drama pearl. In the east of the city, in the west of the city, there are two hills on the flat land. A dragon shaped like a tail. It is growing towards Mount Ju in the north. The villagers say that if Erlong can reach Mount Ju, Yihe will have an emperor. This sentence is poking at Cixi's taboo. At that time, she was at odds with Emperor Guangzhou. The most dreaded words of leaving the emperor. Immediately lowered his face and asked sharply. Helishan thought he would be rewarded, but seeing Cixi turn her face, she trembled with fright. Kowtow again and again. Seeing this, Li Lining hurriedly smoothed the scene. And in a hurry, he offered advice to Cixi. Lafayette, calm down, even if it is an earth dragon. You can also cut the dragon vein, so that it can never reach Mount Ju. Break this ominous sign. When Cixi heard the words, she immediately preached the will. Order Hiltai to return to Yihe overnight. The deadline is half a month to dig out the dragon vein. Yihe Kashin will be punished for his sins. Hilatide dare not delay. Against the biting cold day wind, and night to rush back to Yihe. Arrived unconscious and fell off the horse. Old Gashanda learned the reason, shocked and regretful. I wanted to use auspicious rhetoric to seek a future. Instead, it caused a catastrophe. It was 39 days at that time, and the ground was frozen 3 feet. 200 strong men took turns digging dragon veins with iron picks, but only one white mark was left, and little progress was made. Old Gashanda had trouble sleeping and eating. Fortunately, old Mafa in the village came up with a carpenter and bricklayer work on the east and west posts. The Sun Temple and the Moon Temple were built respectively. Lie that the dragon vein has been dug down the Earth Dragon with the temple. Afterwards, Gashanda sent people to Beijing to report. I barely fooled Cixi. Afterwards, the people of Yihe fell out of the blank. They all took soil from those two hills, and over time, the so-called dragon vein was gradually dug out. Cixi is suspicious. Ordered to be dug up for an auspicious word. Legend of the dragon vein, also passed down from generation to generation in the Yihe area. It's a story of simplicity, of power, of mistrust. Under suspicion, absurd things are often done. Cixi seeks to maintain her power. Just a rumor has inspired a lot of people. Show your selfishness and narrow-mindedness. And old Gashanda's opportunism also warns the world. Trying to gain personal gain by making false claims could eventually get burned. This legend has also become the land of Yihe, a folk story that warns future generations.